Following his victory in the presidential election, Donald Trump has begun assembling his second-term administration, unveiling a series of high-profile cabinet picks that project his commitment to advancing conservative priorities. Among his initial appointments are several figures known for their staunch support of Trump's policies, with a focus on immigration, deregulation, national security, and a robust foreign policy. Trump has selected Susie Wiles, one of his two campaign managers, to serve as White House Chief of Staff. Wiles is credited with running a disciplined and efficient campaign during the election, and her appointment signals Trump's intent to bring more order and structure to his administration after a tumultuous first term. Former Immigration and Customs Enforcement Acting Director Tom Homan has been named Trump's border czar. Homan, who is known for his hardline stance on immigration, will oversee efforts to enhance border security and enforce immigration policies. Elise Stefanik has been appointed as the U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, a prominent Trump ally and House Republican Conference Chair. Stefanik will take on the diplomatic challenge of representing the U.S. at the UN, particularly as Trump looks to end the Russia-Ukraine war and negotiate peace in Gaza. Retired Green Beret and U.S. Rep. Mike Waltz will serve as National Security Advisor. A vocal critic of China, Waltz will coordinate U.S. national security policy and advise Trump on global threats, emphasizing a strong military and assertive foreign policy. Former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe has been tapped to head the CIA. Ratcliffe, a loyal Trump ally, served as DNI during his final year of Trump's presidency and is known for aligning intelligence assessments with Trump's views. His appointment is expected to continue the close partnership between Trump and the intelligence community. Former Congressman Lee Zeldin, who ran for governor of New York in 2022, has been selected to lead the Environmental Protection Agency. Zeldin will focus on deregulating U.S. energy policy, particularly boosting domestic oil and gas production. Florida Senator Marco Rubio is expected to be appointed as Secretary of State. Known for his hawkish stance on foreign policy, Rubio has long advocated for a tough approach to adversaries like China, Iran, and Cuba. His appointment signals a continuation of Trump's strong-arm foreign policy and a commitment to countering global threats. Fox News commentator and military veteran Pete Hegseth has been nominated as Secretary of Defense. Hegseth, a vocal critic of woke policies in the military, is expected to push for a more traditional Pentagon, emphasizing readiness and combat effectiveness over diversity and inclusion initiatives. In a move to reform the federal government, Trump has named tech mogul Elon Musk and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy to lead the newly created Department of Government Efficiency. The department's goal will be to reduce bureaucracy, eliminate regulations, and restructure agencies to make the government more business-oriented. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, who gained national attention for her defiance of COVID-19 lockdowns and mask mandates, has been appointed to head the Department of Homeland Security. Noem, a strong advocate for border security, will work with Tom Homan to address immigration and disaster response issues. Vaccine skeptic Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been chosen to head the Department of Health and Human Services. Kennedy, a controversial figure known for promoting debunked conspiracy theories about vaccines, has pledged to refocus the agency on chronic disease research and halt drug development and infectious disease research for the next 8 years. Matt Gaetz, who has been a vocal supporter of Trump, has been selected as Attorney General. Gates' nomination for the nation's top law enforcement post is seen as part of Trump's broader agenda of retribution against political enemies. Former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard has been nominated to lead the U.S. intelligence community. The former Democrat who recently joined the Republican Party is known for her skepticism of U.S. military interventions and controversial positions on foreign policy, including meetings with Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Trump has selected former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee to serve as U.S. ambassador to Israel. A Christian Zionist and strong supporter of Israel, Huckabee has praised Trump's policies in the Middle East and is expected to strengthen ties between U.S. and Israel during his tenure. The president-elect has nominated his personal criminal defense attorney, Todd Blanche, to a senior role in the Justice Department, possibly overseeing day-to-day operations as Deputy Attorney General. Blanche's appointment, along with Emil Bove as Principal Deputy Attorney General, could signal a shift in the department's approach to law enforcement, particularly in relation to Trump's legal challenges. In a move that has drawn attention, Trump has nominated 27-year-old New Hampshire native Caroline Leavitt as White House Press Secretary. Known for her outspoken support of Trump, she would become the youngest person ever to hold the role. Several individuals are being considered for key roles, including hedge fund investor Scott Bessent and former U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer for Treasury Secretary. Former Small Business Administration Director Linda McMahon is seen as the frontrunner for Commerce Secretary. Trump's early cabinet selections highlights his commitment to reinforcing conservative values, particularly around border security, economic deregulation, and a muscular foreign policy. These appointments set the stage for a second term focused on reshaping government and asserting U.S. leadership on the global stage. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at Fact News Africa and at Fact News Hausa.